What's up, Expanse fans? Welcome back to the channel. The Expanse, Season 1, Episode 8. This one is called Salvage. And it's the first of our back-to-back 2 Expanse episodes a week. And the only problem with that, I don't get to watch the previous episode a bunch of times, and we don't get to read y'all's comments. So if we're wrong about something, we're going to be wrong in 2 episodes. And we're not going to be able to adjust our comments and our opinions on things until the next episode. So that means I'm standing hard in the sand with Christian being at the top, Anderson Dawes below that, Naomi and Alex below them, all on the bad side, while we've got question marks. But that's where my head's at right now, with Fred Johnson and Julie Mao, aka Polanski, on the other side, trying to prevent some stuff that's going down with Dawes. That's kind of where I am right now. And then we've got Holden, who there's still a little bit of fishiness still going on with him, potentially being a terrorist and being responsible for all this shit starting because all of his actions, we've talked about this many times at this point, all resulting in some really fishy shit. But also... Fishy shit? Fishy shit. Mm-hmm. But also decisions that necessarily don't agree with and don't disagree with in the moment. So it's just a really interesting situation. I think it'd be a hell of a swerve if he ended up being a bad guy and was the one planting all the seeds for this war to break out.
I'm real mad.
I've lightened on that a lot at this point, but it's still just a little something in the back of my head right there. And we've got Miller, who's been fired. He's now on the road to Eros Station, which is also where Holden Company's on their way with a spy on their ship as well. So this is going to be really crazy, but I'm fully expecting them to hit this rock that we saw at the end of last episode. And Julie's going to be there, aka Polanski, because I think we both agree that that's the same person.
I feel like it is.
And they're going to show up.
I hope I'm not wrong.
And they're going to show up there and be like, "Oh, hey guys, what's up?" And like she's going to recognize someone, whether it's Holden or Naomi or something, because if she's working for OPA, then maybe she knows Naomi because she's supposedly OPA, even though she's not OPA, even though she is OPA, and we have no idea what the fuck, but I think she is. Mm-hmm. And I think Fred Johnson is the one, we mentioned this last episode, I'm still standing by it. I think Fred Johnson is the one that sent Julie Mao to go meet with Anderson Dawes to do this thing. And it's kind of where we're at right now. We got a little bit of background information. We got to meet Holden's mama.
She's got some awesome windmills.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. But Christian is like a really, really convincing person who is also a straight badass and doesn't have any wiggle room for any bullshit and is going to handle things the way she needs to handle them. But I feel like she kind of used Holden's mom to get the information that she wanted, and now is off to the next person to get information that she needs to find. Because, again, I think she's the mastermind behind all this. I think she's the emperor of this universe. And I'm sorry that it always goes... I apologize every time. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because it's my favorite shit. But I feel like she's the emperor in this whole situation, kind of pulling all the strings, making all the calls. And we've only got like 3 episodes left this season. And I think we're going to start seeing that unravel a little bit. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be really interesting to see what happens when Miller and Holden and company show up to Eros, see what's on this rock, what's going on with all this stuff, what's Fred Johnson's relationship here, what the hell is exactly, they talk about winning with Anderson Dawes in the conversation with Miller. So I'm really curious to see what actually that is like classified as. Like, what do you define as winning? Like, he got Miller out of the way. Miller's all bummed and broken now, it seems like, because,
It does. It's kind of sad, actually.
Sucks. But he still seems like he's on a mission to go solve something. He still seems like he's going to go figure this out, even though...
Yeah, he's still interested in something.
He's not going to Eros Station for the sights and sounds and vacation, like he told what's-her-name. But, yeah, he's still going to investigate and figure this out because he does, in his heart, believe Julie should be found and the situation should be resolved. So
well, the message that he sent out when he was on the little, what do we call it, like a subway car? To her dad. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, he's not going to give up on it, even though he's not a cop anymore and he was fired and all this stuff. He's not going to let this stuff play out. He was kind of like... It was one of those moments where you're really bummed and depressed about the situation, but at the same time, it kind of felt like he was giving himself a pep talk. Yeah. Just be like, you were good at this before, you are good at this, you're going to get this shit done, even though it was like in a really kind of sad mood. Yeah. So, this show's dope.
I'm loving how much just analysis and speculation that it's making me do. Like, I really enjoy it. It's like a game of Clue. Like, figure out who did what and who's responsible for who and all this stuff and who's working with what. And yeah, it's all really fun. And can't wait to see where this goes. But do you have any other thoughts before we check out this episode?
No, I think you said it all. I think I don't need to say anything. I'm good.
All right, then. Let's go.
First time? Sirius born and raised then?
Yep.
They say if you grow up on a station, you develop a natural agoraphobia from living underground in the tunnels. You're not used to the wide open spaces. If you identify the fear, you can get past it, and then you get used to it. I've been flying once a month for the past year and a half.
Salesman?
I'm preparing myself for the Nauvoo.
What's that?
Nauvoo. Mormon.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't get the impression you're a man who's accepted Jesus Christ into his heart.
Guess I'm just not that desperate.
Oh, shit.
If we're being honest with ourselves.
You guys are gonna get on this big ship, ride out into the great beyond for 100 years. What happens? You get out there, there's nothing.
If that is the case, God has just revealed to us that we haven't finished our search yet.
Doesn't that scare the shit out of you?
Yeah, of course it does. But I put myself in the hands of God. True faith is a risk, you know, and with great risk comes...
Yeah, I know the rest.
Great reward. Here's the asteroid. Gonna find out if it's Julie, right? Just chilling on a fucking asteroid in the middle of nowhere.
No life pod, no emergency habitat, nothing.
These were the coordinates we were given.
It's just a rock.
Alex, take her around. Let's have a look-see.
This is super creepy.
Oh, yeah.
Alex, hold up. Swing back.
The fuck?
Inside that crevasse.
How in the fuck did you see that shit? I didn't even see that.
It's a stealth ship.
Just like the ones that killed the Donager and the Cant.
Oh, shit.
I kind of want to blast it.
What? What did they just stumble upon? What did Fred Johnson just set them to?
Stealth ship on a fucking asteroid.
I'll be willing to bet anything it's Julie. 100%.
Just like fucking just chilling on an asteroid?
This is as far as you got?
Level 4 MCRN encryption. If I poke the wrong node, I'll wipe out all the data.
A lot of Martian soldiers gave their lives for this information. I need to know why.
Dude, you could take your camera eyeball and just shove it.
I need you to look at something.
EMF reflection practically zero across all main bands. Nice stealth tech.
We already figured that out.
Who has ships like that?
Mars, of course. This is not a design I've seen before. It must be one of the new ones.
It's not Martian.
No one else built stealth. No one else can afford to.
That's the big mystery.
This is what Fred Johnson sent you out here to find.
I don't think he knew it was out here.
Bullshit. A dead stealth ship sitting next to a rock. Looks just like a rock unless you know exactly where to look. You guys are out here to salvage this.
We're not on a salvage mission.
Fred Johnson is a terrorist. You can't...
We're not on a salvage mission! We're here looking for survivors.
Main airlock's open. There could still be air inside.
We're going in. Suit up. You're coming with us.
Yeah, bitch, you can't stay.
He so much as breaks his toenail. You're hitchhiking home from this rock.
Oh, bitch.
Sure thing, Skipper.
Dude, ever since he's gotten, like, the news about the truth, he's, like, got this new level of just, like, I don't give a fuck.
After you.
Oh, that kind of makes me, like, seasick. They got
Yeah.
sideways.
It's just kind of floating. It
Oh, I
kind of gives it.
hate
It's
that.
probably what it feels like to be in space a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's fucking blood.
I think that's. Isn't that what we saw in the open of the show? Wasn't there blood spattered on the wall and when we met Julie Mao at the beginning?
Oh, I think. Oh, yeah. I think, yeah.
Looks like somebody got spaced.
Her latch is broken from the inside.
Someone forced their way out of this.
Oh shit.
This is a belter suit.
This is definitely not a belter ship.
Oh no.
Scapulae.
Guess that explains what happened to the crew of the Scapulae. The one that killed the can. It has to be.
You getting anxious? Because I am.
Mm-hmm.
You ever think about them?
This reminds me of Soma.
Fires, Taj, Ade.
I suppose I've been trying not to. Didn't know any of them that well. I didn't exactly sign on to the camp to make friends.
Why did you sign on to the can?
I wouldn't have to have conversations like this one. You picked a strange time to be chatty.
We live in strange times.
See that?
All the airlocks are open. No doubt about it. This ship was vented on purpose.
Hangar bay's empty too. There should be a short-range shuttle parked there, but it ain't.
Folks, I do believe somebody got away.
Flight deck is clear.
Stuff has a creepy feel to it.
Looks like we got it safe.
I hate this music. This is super creepy.
Someone cut through the hatch. The reactor was shut down properly. So why did someone need to break in to do it?
Naomi?
What are we looking at here?
What the hell is that?
What the fuck is going on?
What was that?
James Holden will learn nothing from a dead man. You'll turn him into a martyr.
James Holden will be killed in random street violence on Eros, the murder capital of the belt. Wrong place and wrong time.
They're just gonna fucking kill the dude like that?
We're going in for a closer look.
There's not another soul on board. No bodies, no people. Nothing.
What the fuck is that? What kind of like fucking sea creature is this?
I can check the logs for you.
Space creature, sea creature, you know.
I mean, when we saw Julie at the very beginning, something made her scream. She was horrified about something.
Yeah.
It's like, what is...
Yeah, what is that?
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Nothing even close. Maybe it's stealth tech stuff. A nanofluid spill that froze when the ship was vented.
The ship's called the Anubis.
It's pronounced Anubis. Egyptian god of the dead.
That's what Miller was looking for.
Okay, people, let's review.
Right, so the crew of this badass ship boards the Scapula, uses it as bait to nuke the cant.
Then spaces the crew, except for Lionel Polanski, who somehow survives, gets control.
He powers down, vents the ship, and then leaves a nuclear missile, state-of-the-art stealth fighter tied to a rock.
That makes sense to anybody? The ship's in perfect condition. Why would he just leave? Whoever was on this ship was headed to Eros from Phoebe Station.
Phoebe. Lopez said they found everyone on Phoebe dead. Some toxic spill or something. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
Oh, shit.
I'm getting a real bad feeling about this.
This is crazy.
Hold him behind you!
Jesus.
Back off! I think it's absorbing energy from the reactor and shutting everything down. For a second, it felt like that thing was...
It was alive.
What in the hell?
Alex?
I got hooks in systems all over Eros. Let me help you find him. And if I do, you let me walk.
When we find Polanski, not before.
Look, you control that ship. You have a bargaining chip. Why would you destroy something you control?
Because that ship is a weapon, and that thing on it felt like a weapon too. And I don't think Fred Johnson, or Earth, or Mars, or anybody should have it.
Torpedoes armed and ready. Fire.
Why do I feel like that's another thing that's gonna backfire?
Yeah.
Remember the can.
So crazy they could have like an entire place just on like like what looks also like an asteroid.
Right? That's so crazy.
This is the future.
I don't know, this show makes me appreciate what we have on Earth. Very much. Alright, so they're all arriving at the same time, it feels like.
I'm looking for my ship. Yeah, the Anubis? It's my daughter's ship. I'm just trying to make sure, you know, did she fly it here or did she maybe exchange it?
They don't give out that info.
Get off of me!
Polanski.
Freeze! Don't move!
You're talking because you fed up.
Simi.
You seem sober. That's the biggest surprise of the night.
I was chasing down a lead.
Judging by the footprint on that Dark Master's chest, I'd say you was stomping on a lead. And where's my damn hat?
What's his hat?
You could trace the girl.
Look, Amy, what do you know about this kid? Why she's on Eros?
Trust your gut before your head gets in the way.
Yeah. When I got kicked off the force, I gave you that hat so you keep your head. I made the same mistakes I did. And now you're following this girl out to the ass crack of the solar system, huh?
All right, the ass crack of the solar system.
What even tells you that this girl's looking to get rescued? She could be hardcore OPA who helped bomb those ships to start a goddamn war. Who'll put a bullet in your head the minute you knock on her door.
Yeah, she might.
But you're still gonna pull on that thread, aren't you? No matter what I say.
Yup, probably.
No matter what you unravel.
I believe in her. That's all I got. Think I'm crazy?
It's probably gonna beat my ass when they check the logs. I knew you wouldn't take no for an answer. Lana Polanski, that's the name she used when she registered the shuttle.
Yep, it's her.
Nailed it.
Where is it? It's a flop house courtside.
Oh, shit. Business is just picked up.
So she like fully alive, or?
I mean, at the time of that video, yeah.
It's a real-time tactical record of the Donninger battle, right down to the millisecond.
Oh.
Sensor logs and analysis.
This must have come directly from the CIC.
They also got high-res images of the attacking ships.
Were they able to identify him?
Not from what I can see here, but they were able to collect highly detailed drive signatures.
Well, they did fly closer to those ships than anyone else in the system, unfortunately for them.
You're going to want to see this for yourself. So what are you going to do now?
This place used to be the jewel of the belt. Last place the name Lionel Polanski showed up on the nets was here.
Oh, shit.
Season's acting up today.
Last time I was here,
This place is real sketch.
Well, I think that's the spot where they're going to try to take out Holden. I think it's about to get real messy.
Yeah, Amos knows what's up.
Looking for a friend who checked into a room here. Lionel Polanski.
I got a L. Polanski in room 22.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit.
Run out of ammo!
Those guys are definitely not running out of ammo. A fucking grenade! Damn! Oh, is that Miller?
Yup.
Oh, shit.
Let's go!
James Holden. Should just follow you around, don't it, kid?
Hey, thanks for your assist.
Anybody else know you're coming there?
No.
You do now.
Kenzo. That son of a bitch.
Simi.
Hey! We need to talk.
I'm going up to room 22. Now, any second, there's gonna be another group of thugs coming through that door, this time with badges. Touch me again. There's gonna be another body on the floor.
Oh, shit. Amos is like, I like that guy.
We can be buddies.
Don't.
Oh my god, that just scared the hell out of me.
This isn't Alex's area of expertise, so he's a little itchy.
Bitch.
Julie?
Who the hell's Julie? God, what's that smell?
Oh no.
Scopuli.
She gone already?
This might put up a bitch of a fight.
No, they were turning things off. Same as that reactor.
Nobody touch anything.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Ew, it's whatever that creature is.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Dead. Dead by whatever creature that is.
Am I crazy to feel like that really wasn't her being dead?
Yeah, I think it's her being dead.
I don't know. I just felt like it. I don't know. I just like my immediate thought is like just because the show is so trippy in terms of like the story that wasn't really her. I don't know why that immediately jumped in my head because it was obviously her. But wow.
Like it was just like a fake her?
Yeah. To stage something.
No, because all those little whatever bug or creature or
fungus or
mold.
Alien,
yeah.
Damn, that was an insane episode though. That shit was tense.
It felt like it went super fast.
It went really fast. Just them on the ship, that stealth ship on the rock, just like investigating was super tense. Then them showing up to Eros, like that whole situation was tense. And then we got a fucking firefight. Like it was very clear. Amos knew he was like right on top. Like you saw like his spidey sense went off.
As soon as he walked in there, he was like, shit is weird.
He's just like, he's a good dude to have around. For sure. Because
we can keep him.
It felt like everyone else was kind of oblivious to what was happening except for him. Mm-hmm. And Miller showed up at the perfect moment and saved the day. Because it looked like they were about to all get blowed up. Because they run out of ammo. The dude pulled out looked like some kind of crazy bomb. And then Miller just showed up and took those fools out. And I think there was like an instant like, did we become best friends between him and Amos? Amos is like, I like this guy. He immediately just threatened Holden. He's like, yeah, this is dope. But holy shit, how about another fucking mystery now added to the list of shit we're trying to figure out and piece together?
Do you think Anderson knows about this shit?
Probably.
Like this is like a secret weapon is like this creature alien thing.
Not even just that. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the reason that Julie is dead. Okay. I kind of want to go back now and hear the conversations that they had, him and Miller. Because I like thinking back, I'm wondering if there was any like tell that Dawes was just like telling Miller like, hey, just let this go. Just give it up, kind of thing.
I think possibly. Yeah, I don't know. You have to let me know.
Yeah, it's something I want to go try to find. But now we've got Holden and Miller working together, so that's kind of interesting. But just add it to the long list of shit. That's just like who, what, when, where, why, and how. At this point.
Yeah, I don't really have a whole bunch to say after this episode. I need to watch another episode.
Yeah, it's definitely set the stage for the last 2 episodes of this season for sure. And just it throws another wrench into the investigation that Miller's on right now. And I don't know. I mean, I think it's clear that Dawes is behind her death because, again, I feel like he's the one pulling all the strings on the ground level. with Christian pulling all the strings at a higher level. But yeah, I mean,
well, did like Dawes send Julie to go find this stuff, or is this accidental? Did anybody know about this creature? I don't know.
I don't think that part was expected because it's clearly what she was horrified about at the beginning of the show.
Right.
When we saw her just scream in just pure terror.
But like, how does this connect everything else?
I don't know. I don't think we're supposed to know that right now.
But that's what I'm struggling with.
That could be, maybe that's the source behind the stealth tech, maybe?
Or like, I don't know.
Or whoever's in control of that shit, whatever it is. I mean, it almost feels like a chemical weapon type of thing.
Yes, like
that the OPA is in control of.
Yes, I put biohazard on there. Yeah.
So it could be a threat. It could be ultimately what's being used to trigger and start this war.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have much else to kind of like. I'm kind of actually brain farted right now on kind of like the whole situation.
I don't really have a whole lot either.
Because again, there hasn't been anything the last 2 episodes to shift me off of my hierarchy of Christian, Dawes, and then Naomi, Alex, with Fred Johnson being the one kind of operating behind this. I'm almost wondering if I have the shit backwards to an extent, like the good guys and the bad guys mixed.
Maybe. I don't know.
But
at this point, I'm not even like thinking really about that. It's just like this whole alien.
Yeah. It's definitely a new thing introduced to this world and this whole situation. But again, I feel like I have every card on the table at this point. There isn't a lot that, I mean, I'm sure I'm still going to be shocked and surprised by the outcome, but it's certain things like, oh, if Holden is behind it, I'm not surprised. Or if Dawes is the one doing it, or if Julie was planted there as a fake death so that she could get away, or all kinds of, I mean, the technology's crazy, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a way. I mean, you saw what they were doing with the one dude whose body they were looking at, and then he was in space. So like,
oh, that's okay.
So like, there's ways to plant that stuff, but I don't know. Like, I keep my mind really open. This show like makes my brain go in all kinds of weird directions in terms of thinking about things.
Yeah.
Because we're 8 episodes in and they really haven't answered any of the questions, which is kind of dope and fun. But at the same time, all it does is just make my brain go wild with theories and where can it go? What's the craziest thing I could think of? Like, what are the possibilities in this story? But yeah, it's really fascinating. That was a really dope episode, though.
That was really good, yeah.
That was definitely one of those, like, ooh, check that heart rate. There's a lot of tense moments going on.
I didn't get that crazy, but it was real creepy.
Yeah. I mean, it had its moments, because every time, like, when they were checking out that stealth ship, it was like almost every turn, like, every time they were shining a light to a certain direction, it was like, what are they going to reveal? Like, what the fuck's going to happen?
Totally remind me of Soma.
Yeah.
Yep.
And even in that lobby, it was like, all right, shit's about to get nasty. When? How? What's going to happen? And then it friggin' breaks down into a firefight. And this friggin' dude, this spy, Amos should have just killed the dude when he had a chance, because he's causing all kinds of problems now.
True that. And he's got all that info in his eyeball.
Yeah. And I wonder who's directly receiving that information.
That Davila guy.
It's him?
Yeah.
Because didn't he say that he wasn't getting his transmissions?
I think he's lying.
Okay. That would make sense then. But, yeah, dude. Like, Holden, if you would have just taken that dude out, you wouldn't have probably had to deal with a life-threatening murder setup.
Yeah.
And you probably would have been fine if you would have just let Amos take that dude out. But, you know.
There's a reason for everything.
Of course. For sure. So, another really banging episode. I love where this story is going. I can't wait to see how they wrap up the last 2 episodes of this season. 2 a week, which means we'll wrap up season 1 next week, which is super dope. So, do you have any other thoughts on that episode?
No.
All right, y'all. Leave your comments down below. As always, like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and we'll catch y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.